Hello. Hi. My name is Lee. I am a previous business owner in Milton Keynes. I am also a mother of a daughter. I've got 3 kids, but my daughter had a riding accident about 6 weeks ago and was hospitalised with internal injuries for 5 nights. 5 nights that neither myself or her father could go and see her because of this crap. I'm also a woman who's never harmed or done any loss to anybody personally. But I'm also now, although I'm a law-abiding citizen, and somebody that with Piers and Jeff was arrested in Hyde Park in March, I wear it as a bit of a badge of honour really, because I think the fact that I was arrested for walking around a park in my hometown of London is despicable. But we live in a crazy world, don't we? We live in a world where Boris Johnson came out a few days ago and made a speech about how we had defeated socialism, and then told us about how the new jobs that he was going to create were all in the public sector. I'm not quite sure what the difference is between his idea of banishing socialism and the communism that he's rolling out. I knew that there was something wrong back in March, because running a business, it's all about the bottom line. Now, they said in March that it was going to be a 2 to 3 week lockdown. Well, hello, we are still locked down, even though we're walking freely, locked down from our freedoms. But I knew that something was wrong then, because they offered to give us money to support our jobs until June. No business pays for 12 weeks worth of benefit and support if it only needs it for 2 to 3 weeks. And I knew that it was wrong then, because I'm about the numbers. And here are some for you. Since March to August this year, the number of people that have died of COVID-19 who are either with no comorbidities, no previous underlying health conditions, or under the age of 65 are 340. We have closed down a nation for 340 deaths. And I'm not saying that they're not important deaths. Every single death is important, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to be a hypocrite and grieve for somebody that I don't know in Glasgow and give away my freedoms for that. Sorry. In addition, when we talk about numbers, let's talk about the 200,000 children who go missing in this country every year. So, if Boris Johnson wanted to save 200,000 lives, maybe he might want to get the police on that job.
I don't know.
In addition, when we talk about numbers, and although I haven't bought my tinfoil hat today, I have got one because I'm one of those conspiracy theorists who is being proven right. And in my community, we have seen documents that say that this Agenda 21 to 2030 involves depopulating the UK from 67 million people to 15 million. That is not 15 people, thankfully. If they could get away with 15, they probably would. Because in 2030, when we've built their brave new world for them, we won't be useful. So you, officer, over there, what makes you so arrogant to think that when they've depopulated this country that you're going to be one of the remaining 15 million? Because actually, when you get home at night and you take your uniform off, you're just like us. You go to Tesco's to get your tomatoes, and when you get up in the morning, you're just naked like the rest. They are holding us down, not based on deaths, because there have been very few deaths since April and May. They're holding us down because people are going and getting tested. Well, let me tell you what I've realised since March. If they did a test for IQ, there'd be a lot of bloody stupid. Now, you see, back in March when I started banging this drum, people were saying to me, oh, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're being too controversial saying this, because I was saying to people when they're outside clapping like seals on a Thursday night that you wouldn't be saving the NHS. No one was say this was all a master plan, and now if you need cancer treatment, you'll know that I was right. And I spend my day feeling like, in proper mother style, I'm telling people, I told you so, I told you so, and yet they're not listening. I told people that back in Nazi Germany, there were people getting onto boxcars to go to Auschwitz to get in the showers. Well, I'm pretty confident when the first few train journeys had gone to Auschwitz that there were people saying, don't get on the cars, don't get on the cars, for your own safety, don't get on the cars, and no one listened. So we've learnt nothing. We'll stand on Armistice Day and we'll praise the people that lost their life in battle in the Second World War, but what have we really learned from that? We've not learned anything from Nazi Germany, because it's not about what it did, it's how we can prevent it happening again. When you see videos of our towns, where they've got the army walking around the streets, and they're not even the army, they were people in army uniform who said that they were from the Royal Air Force. They're no more army or got any authority than the guy that sits in John Lewis's in December. They're no more army than he is Father Christmas. It's just a costume. And let me just tell you about some of the other deceit that goes on, the other costumes. The judiciary, the police force, the system itself. It's just like watching The Wizard of Oz. Because they go down the yellow brick road and they get to the bottom looking for this great power. And this power, when you pull back the curtains, is just a little old man with a load of bells and levers. But those people that went down the yellow brick road, they needed a heart and a brain and a courage. So I'm telling you now, you need to be courageous and stand up and start speaking out. Take the bloody mask off, it's a symbol of subjugation. Have a heart, get your soul back, and use your brains. And then we can all go home, just like Dorothy. Thank you.